Congratulations, you are a successful fisherman. And now as you look at your catch, your question might be, how will I cook it? Specifically, how would you cook this trout if all you had to work with was aluminum foil, a knife, and some other condiments? I'm going to show you how to make a trout foil wrap today that's so easy your kids will enjoy making them and you will really enjoy eating them. We'll start by taking the fish off the plate and putting it on this aluminum foil. Now you've already gutted and beheaded it, but we're not going to scale it. We're just going to leave it like that. We're going to center it in the middle of the aluminum foil. The next thing we need to do is put a couple pats of butter on it. This can be as big as you want. I tend to like lots of butter because I like lots of moisture on the fish. The next thing we need to do is put some lemon on it. We'll go with about 3 slices. Again, all this depends on how much you like. I like a lot of lemon. I like that flavor, so I will put on a lot. The next step is to fold the foil, and here's where we have a little technique come in. We're going to put it up here in the center like this, crease it, and then roll it over. Roll it tightly. Then at the end, we're going to roll it in also. You notice I have 2 pieces of foil here. They should have been the same size, but I ran out of foil. Couldn't help it. Now I'm going to turn over this package like this and wrap it again. I'm going to use the same technique. Roll it from the top. Roll it back down tightly, and then roll it in from the edges. This makes a fairly tight little foil package. And that's all there is to it. With a couple pieces of foil, a knife, and a few other things, we've created a very practical way to cook your fish. So let's take this outside and cook it. You can cook using this technique on a campfire, standard barbecue grill, or virtually anything with an open flame. I'm going to use my deadwood stove today because it's set up in the backyard and ready to go. All I'm going to do is put the pack on the top, step back, and let her cook. We're going to go for about 5 to 8 minutes on each side. Now this foil wrap technique is a very useful survival technique to know. If you have some aluminum foil and some sort of a open flame, campfire, or whatever, you can cook a lot of things in a foil wrap. This just happens to be fish, and this is a good way to get your kids involved in every aspect of fishing. If your youngster catches a fish, cleans it, cooks it over a campfire that he or she made themselves, you have real potential as a camper in the future. I don't know if you can hear it, but the butter is melting and you can hear it in there kind of making these crackling noises. That means that it's melted, that it's hot, and that the fish is steaming. I also need to move it around a little bit. Obviously, if you have a big bed of coals, you won't need to do this, but because this is just a little small for this size of wrap, I'm going to be fine with it. If you look real closely there, you may see steam coming out. That's a good sign. We've been cooking for about 4 minutes or so. I'm going to give it another minute and then turn it. You can see we've got some serious steam coming out of this package, so it's time to turn it. Just like that. So we're about 12 minutes into the cooking process. I'm guessing it's going to take another 1 or 2 minutes. The steam has started to dissipate from the fold, so I think that means it's about done. I'm going to take this off now and put it on this plate And let's take it inside and see what it looks like. I let this sit a couple minutes just to cool down. You can see it looks pretty cooked, and I can handle it from the edges now. So what I'm going to do is unwrap it, and let's see how our fish turned out. Oh, it's hot in there. And here's our inner wrap. Let's open it up. It is still a little hot to handle. So I'm going to do this quickly so we can all see how our fish turned out. The butter supplied a lot of moisture, as did the lemon. So this is a good way to cook a fish that is kind of dry to start with. There, you can see how it turned out. Now, if it's done, it should flake easily, which it does. And look how moist that is. This is going to be really good. I think lunch is about to be served. Anyway, you can do this with virtually any sort of fish, and on a campsite, grill, or at your camp.